Alright, hey everybody, welcome to round one of Who Knows What We're Doing Cube Draft. I guess I'd like to play first. So this hand, I guess, is keepable. It's pretty decent actually. I can go turn one step links, attack in with it on turn two, have Hand of Honor come down. So yeah, I'll keep it. So we will go plain, step links, and say go. Forest and Exiled Search for Tomorrow. That is a ramp spell, I think. So in 2 turns, yeah, he's going to be able to go and get a land. That's alright. So it looks like he might be trying to ramp into something. So we will get our landfall trigger, and we'll attack in for 2. And then we'll pop down Hand of Honor and say go. Green, blue. So he's passing the turn back to me. Could be holding up a counter spell. Maybe he just has nothing. We'll play a land, get Steplinks' landfall ability activated, and then I guess just swing in for 4 and see how that goes. It goes. Nothing else we can do. We're still a turn away from Soren, so we will pass the turn back to him. So Search for Tomorrow comes off of Suspend, and he's going to go and get a land. He gets another forest. So he's now going to be a turn ahead of me on land. Could be ramping into big stuff. He's got an Adakar Waste, which is a blue-white pain land, so he can tap for a blue or a white mana if he deals the damage to himself. Otherwise, it's just a colorless mana. And he's just gonna pass the turn back to me, possibly? Or play something second main. No, just pass the turn back to me. Feels like he might be holding up a counter of some sort. So I will bash in for 4 here, take him to 10. He could have some sort of bounce spell or something like that. One of the nice things about Cube is that it is a singleton format, which means there's only 1 copy of any card available. So for example, I took Condemn. I know he does not have Condemn. But he has something. What's he got? Capsize. Alright, so he's going to bounce this back to my hand. I'm okay with that. So he'll take 2. I think Force of Will might be in this format. He could have a Force. But I'm just going to cast Soren now. Well, he doesn't have much mana. He's already F6, so that's good to know. I do like getting that little bit of information. When I cast a spell and it instantly resolves, I know my opponent has hit F6, which means I know they have nothing left to do on their turn. So I'm going to +1 Soren and make a vampire with lifelink. So next turn, currently my only real play is cast Step Link. I could make another vampire, or I could make an emblem, give all my creatures +2/+0. What's Soren's ultimate? I can destroy 3 creatures or planeswalkers, and then I get them. It's not bad. So down comes Tamiyo. Tamiyo's a pretty good play. She's probably going to tap down my Hand of Honor. That's fine. So I can just kill Tamiyo here. I think that might be the play. Yeah, let's just kill Tamiyo. I will... Yeah, let's make an emblem. And then I can get in for 2 and gain 2. And then I will drop my Step Links and say go. So Tombstalker is black 6. So I have black 1, 2, 3, 4 with my Vindicate in the graveyard. Oh, he just gives up. He had 6 cards in his hand. I'm kind of surprised he didn't have anything. I guess next turn he was facing down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He was facing down lethal next turn, so he just must not have had any creatures in hand. So yeah, we scored a win. I'm not quite sure how we did it. We didn't see too much. We saw a ramp spell. We saw Tameo. So maybe Hero's Downfall in for Silence the Believers. Maybe he's playing several Planeswalkers. He's at least playing one that could kind of put a damper in my apparently aggressive plan. He's not playing black, so Doomblade could be a spell. I don't know if I'd want to replace Doomblade for Hero's Downfall because it misses the Planeswalkers. And I just put Hero's Downfall in, I just remembered, in place of Silence. Vanishing Light, Vindicate. No, I think we'll just leave Doomblade back there. Yeah, I think we just go back in. Our deck appeared to perform all right. Apparently, it performs all right when your opponent doesn't really do much. Not sure if we can get that luck the entire rest of the tournament, but we'll just see what we get. So our opponent is on the play. They kept their 7. Looking at ours, I think we'll keep our 7 as well. No turn 1 plays, but we've got a Chainer's Edict if he drops something quick. Otherwise, we have a Hand of Honor that can come down turn 2, or no, Bloodghast can't come down turn 2, but Hand of Honor can. Then we're turned away from a Sword. Sword is pro green and blue, which appear to be his colors, so I'm pretty happy with this hand. Turn 1 play, same as last time, he suspends Search for Tomorrow. So, interesting choice. We either play a Swamp or a Plains to play Hand of Honor, a 2/2 pro black with Bushido, or a Bloodghast, a 2/1 camp block with haste. Let's get hasty. So we'll play a Swamp here. Next turn we can play our Chapel. It'll come in on tapped. And we'll play our Bloodghast and hopefully get in for 2. Depends on if he plays a creature here. And even if he does play a creature, we should be able to trade with it, and then the next turn Bloodghast will come back because of the landfall ability. No creatures, so that's good. We're going to go Isolated Chapel, Bloodghast. He could Mana Leak it, I guess, or some sort of counterspell, Essence Scatter. Or Remand it. Alright, so that's going to come back to my hand, and just kind of a turn of me doing nothing, and he gets to draw a card off of it. So it looks like maybe he's playing some sort of blue-green, possibly tempo-ish deck. So next turn, I think maybe we'll just do the same thing. Bloodghast, unless he plays something threatening, in which case we'll Chainer's Edict it. Thassa. We can't Chainer's Edict Thassa, unfortunately. So Thassa's going to let him scry every turn, but it's a fair ways from being online. So we'll drop a Plains. And then I think we'll just drop Mirran Crusader. It's got pro-green. So if he does have green creatures, it's just going to go right through. And it does have double strike, which is nice. Especially if I throw the sword on it. It'll be a 4/4, making it a virtual 8/8. Or I guess 8/4 with double strike. So yeah, we'll go Mirran Crusader. Don't think he'll have a counterspell. No, he's F6'd. So we'll just pass the turn. And if I can actually get the sword on it, then it's going to protect him from any blue bounce spells as well, because it'll give him pro green, black, and blue. The sword is 2 to equip, so unfortunately I can't cast and equip the sword next turn. Jace is going to come down. It's going to +1 Jace, I bet. Yep. So that's fine-ish. So I can attack Jace and knock him down 2. I could cast Bloodghast, attack Jace, and knock him down 3. So I could do Bloodghast and Hand of Honor. think that might be okay. Let's go Bloodghast. We will attack Jace and attack... Oh, he only has haste as long as your opponent has 10 or less life. That's good to know. I thought it was 10 or more. So yeah, we'll just hit Jace for 2, take him down to 3. And then we will Hand of Honor. Drops Messenger makes your opponent lose life, so unfortunately that can't be redirected to Planeswalkers. Thassa is 2 blue away from being activated, which I'm actually pretty okay with because I could Chainer's Edict and then he would have to sacrifice Thassa. Tombstalker is far away from coming online. Messenger requires another black. But if I hit a land, I can get Sword played and equipped next turn. Down comes a Mystic Gate. He can pay a white or a blue to get double white, double blue, or blue and white. You know, I feel like there's going to be a Supreme Verdict coming or something. A Myria Angel, flying, landfall, get a bird. Alright, sure. Fine by me. I might Chainer's Edict here. I didn't hit a land, so I can't do the sword. But I could Chainer's Edict, get rid of Amara, attack him. He +1 Jace, right? Yeah, he was up to 4. So I could attack in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and kill Jace, actually. I think I'm okay with that, because if I kill Jace, then Thassa is far away from coming online again. He's only got 2 cards left in hand. Could be a counterspell, could be a mana leak, but we'll Chainer's Edict and see what happens. Yep, we get it. That's good. So then we attack Jace, and attack Jace. So they will each get -1, -0. But that's enough to kill Jace. And that's all I ever wanted. So we pass the turn back. He gets to scry. I should be paying attention to what he's doing with these scries, actually. He puts it on top, so he wants to draw it, whatever it is. I don't think I'm going to play any more creatures just because of the danger of there being a board wipe. Primeval Titan's pretty powerful. My Mirran Crusader can get through it at least. So if I hit a land, I think it's going to be Mirran Crusader getting suited up with that sword and just racing him. Me doing 8 a turn to him would be more than him doing 6 a turn to me. And I hit a land, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to go sword play, sword equip, and we're going to swing in for 4, which will become 8. We'll get a 2/2 wolf, and we will make him mill 10 cards. Andy's complaining that I have the good old Lucksack deck. Well, I don't terribly know how it's a Lucksack deck. I drafted it and put it together, so he can just deal with it. I actually get 2 wolves, eh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, of course. I get 2 wolves, and he actually mills 20 because it's double strike, so the sword triggers twice. So he actually has 3 cards left in his library, so he is basically dead unless he can do 20 damage to me this turn. So he's got 3 cards in his library, 3 cards in his hand, and he gives up. Well, that was pretty fun, I've got to say. I'm pretty happy with the deck. It's more aggressive than I was thinking. I was thinking it was going to be much more of a grindy mid-range deck, but I guess I do have a lot of 1-drops and 2-drops, and it's very good that I noticed the, well, I didn't notice, I found out after the fact, the sword being on the double striker means I actually get the sword's ability twice, which very quickly can end the game. So of course, if I could ever do turn 3 Mirren Crusader and get the sword on him turn 5, it would be a pretty quick finish. So that was round 1. We are up a match. We are 1-0. So I will see you guys for round 2.